come up with an initiative that will be for health infrastructure, and that will be separate from the health budget that is allocated to the minister every year. Because if you look at the chunk of the health budget, 85% of that is compensation. What you have left is so minimal that it cannot address the health infrastructure gap that we have here. And so that if governments will think of an initiative like the big push where focus is on roads. So aside what has been given to the roads minister, there's a huge chunk of about 30 billion that has been put in for roads, and that will address the road infrastructure gap in this country. It is in that same way that I'm calling on government to also look at the health infrastructure needs of this country and create a different fund, so that at the end of the day, when you allocate so much to the Ministry of Health, people will not see that so much money, because it is half or well, no, our 85% of that goes into compensation. What you have left is very minimal and cannot address the critical health needs of this country. And so government, this is free advice I'm giving to government, that they should look into ways that they have done for the roads where they have the big push. Do something similar in the health sector to close the health infrastructure gap that we have in this country currently.
Also, thank our honorable member of parliament for such a kind gesture. It's in order. I think it's a way of we helping the community to have good health. Once the doctors are having accommodation, they will be in sound mind. Here, accommodation is quite expensive. So once we get them free accommodation, it's a way of helping for them to be in a good state of mind in order to deliver for our people. I will just plead with the medical soup so that they will just take it upon themselves. In terms of Africa, we lack maintenance culture. So they take upon themselves to maintain the facility for us. We as a government also going to do our best to add to the effort of what our honorable MP have just delivered. So we are going to add that. But we are told that they are in need of tricycle. That's what they told me, to just move the old ones, or the old people that have been visiting the hospital from the gate to that. We are going to do that. And then there's other renovation of bungalows, and then even the main block that the medical soup described.
For this gesture, the honorable member of parliament has giving us a tool. This accommodation for our doctors is something we've been dreaming about for quite a long time. There were issues about accommodation here. Remember, when you post any doctor to any rural area, one major thing is where the person is going to stay. And it has been a very big headache on us. Most of the doctors were staying at Enyinem, which is quite far from the facility. So when there's an emergency, it makes it difficult for them to come on time to attend to the emergencies. Now that we have this facility here, it will enable us to take care of the clients promptly and then timely. Our delivery rate is also going up here. Last year, around June, July, we delivered close to 140 babies in a month. Now, because of Christmas and other things, it has come down a little, but we are delivering a minimum of 100 deliveries in a month, which is on the high side. But our doctor-patient ratio is a little bit on the low side. Nevertheless, if we are not able to take care of them here, it makes it difficult for them to stay. Everybody wants his or her peace of mind. Saying that, I also want to add that there's an expansion of the mother and child unit, which is more than 90% complete. So if it can also be finished up and handed over to us, that will aid healthcare delivery. It will reduce the pain of